For these two friends, life on the streets of Johannesburg is proving to be difficult. Even worse now with the lockdown. Mandla Behu and Sicelo Mkhize once lived comfortable lives until they got entangled into a life of drugs. It has since cost them their jobs, family, and a roof over their heads. The homeless pair now beg for food and money to survive. To mitigate the impact of the coronavirus on homeless people, the Provincial Department of Social Development has set up around 48 shelters throughout the province. But Behu and Mkhize have left such places as they claim they are overcrowded and are not getting adequate care. Instead, they've pleaded to be assisted with getting the 350 Rand grant.
Yes, my sister, the problem is that it's in and these people they don't take us seriously, you see. Whenever maybe you come inside and ask about such thing, they normally chase us away, you see. And other thing, we thought Bafuna, this green book, this green ID book, and the Chinabanya ID number, which is yours.
The problem is I don't have my ID on me, it's at home, so but I just know it on my head. So if they say they want that ID to be with you, it's the problem, you see. Yes, that's why I can't go and apply, you see.
SASSA says it will be deploying their volunteers to assist homeless people, regardless of the challenges they may face.
We have taken out our volunteers. We've got volunteers from the NDA. We would have community development workers who would be able to help people who do not necessarily have access to cell phones, people who who have problems with whatever kind of an identification and so on. But I think one thing that we need to emphasize is the fact that when you go into make an application, you don't necessarily have to upload your proof of address.
Meanwhile, the Gauteng provincial government has refuted claims of the ill treatment of homeless people at the 48 shelters provided for them. They have instead offered programs that will help rehabilitate the over 3,000 homeless people.
And we also provide soft skills for them so that when they go back to communities after the rehabilitation process, they are able to fend for themselves. So those soft skills that we're providing to them that they must be able to be dignified again.
Provincial government has urged those out in the streets to go find refuge in the shelters provided.
SASSA has given assurance that homeless people like Mandla and Sicelo will be assisted in getting their social relief grants. The agency further adds that those who have applied for relief will start receiving their money by next week. Natasha Phiri, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Meanwhile,